Hello, my name is Dorinda. I started my journey with neuroendocrine tumors in 2012 with a CT scan to rule out kidney stones. Well, no stones were found, but they did find a 1.2 millimeter tumor in my left lobe. In 2013, I had thoracoscopic surgery, lower left lobe wedge resection. The pathologist said it was well to moderately differentiated tumor, a typical carcinoid. I was stunned. I didn't know what I was going to do. My dad was career military. We lived on and around many military bases. And I also come from a family with rare diseases. My dad had arthritis, which is an inflammation of the vascular system. My mother was born with crooked carotid arteries. And I too was born with ichthyosis, a rare fish scale skin. So I'm blessed to have two rare diseases. I was feeling well, and so I was in denial for about 4 years. A friend and I were traveling, and in the fourth year, we were doing around the world. At the end of the fourth year, carcinoid syndrome began to be more active. While waiting in Tanzania, or Tanzania as the locals call it, airport to fly to South Africa, my body gave out. I didn't make it to the restroom in time. So cleaning myself up, I determined I was not going to probably see these people again. So I came home and called to make an appointment. A non-net oncologist prescribed everolimus 10 milligrams daily in September 2017. I had horrible mouth sores. I was fever and chills, and everything I ate tasted like fish. In January 2019, a CT scan discovered ground glass opacities in my lungs. Then a PET scan discovered I had new tumors in my right lobe. The neurologist stopped counting at 18. I've had yearly scans since, being on octreotide, and I've had no new growth. I'm not sure how I found LACNETS. It was probably a Google search. There wasn't a whole lot of information available 10 years ago. And I was afraid, especially when they told me it was stage 4. I didn't know how I was going to handle that until they explained to me that it was stage 4 because I had tumors in both my lungs. So I started attending LACNETS regularly and learned to be my own advocate. Not having a NET specialist, I applied and was accepted into the Natural History of Children and Adults with Neuroendocrine Neoplasms at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. Dr. Hydera Del Rivero is the principal investigator. I went to the NIH in 2022, had a full workup, all the scans, 30 minutes with Dr. Del Rivero, who explained to me that my oncologist is on the right track. I came home with a brighter outlook. Aspects of this disease can be overwhelming, depressing, and costly. Yes, I was depressed, but the more I learned, the more I was able to pull myself out of that pit. I'm very active, but I was never very active exercise-wise. But I did join a walking group to keep my lungs expanded, and now I'm doing strength class and Pilates. I encourage NET patients to seek out help groups like LACNETS. I highly recommend it.